Good morning, friends. Happy Friday. So glad it's Friday. Actually, this weekend is going to be an extra blessing. I've got plans to go with a friend to the Thrive Women's Conference here in Minnesota. Very excited. Actually, um, our pastor team, um, the wife is going to be one of the speakers at the conference as well. But it'll give me a chance to get to know some more ladies from our church, and hopefully make some deeper friendships. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, you've got something wonderful planned this weekend. Today, we're going to play with the really beautiful Christmas ornaments kit. And this kit is $25, but it's on sale right now. So if you catch it before they sell out or before the end of the month, you can get it for like 22.50 instead. So a discounts are always great. So make sure you take advantage of that. Okay, so let's get into the kit. All right. So they give you a package of little plastic pine cones and some little beads, pre-tied bows. Is that great or what? And then there are 9 of these 4-inch, 3-inch, and 4-inch ornaments. So you can see these are a lot bigger than I was thinking they were going to be. And then there's all these items that go with it. So, all right, let's dig in. Um, so the thing that's cool about these ornaments is they'd make great stocking stuffers. They great for your tree, but also I think that you can also use them for the front of a card if you'd like. So I usually give my family their cards in person. So if you're not mailing them, it's definitely a great option. So, okay, let's make sure we're not having any issues. That switched all by itself. Here we go. Okay, so the items in this kit include all of these pre-cut leaves, and they're old olive, mossy meadow, and a little bit of the pretty peacock. And then they have these really sweet little circles. We've got dimensionals. We've got glue dots. Oh, look at these. These have a real pretty gold shimmer to them. Isn't that pretty? And then they've got these little banners. Foliage in mossy meadow, pretty peacock, and old olive. Just really, really beautiful. Okay, so let's sort them out by what we need. And then there's gold trim in here. Like there are 6 of the 4-inch and 3 of the 3-inch. And you can see these are pretty significant. They're not, you know, something that will easily fall apart. So I think this will make for a great ornament that you can use for years. And then these little plastic pine cones are super cute. And let's see what they're saying that we need. We need something other than what we have, because I'm wondering if yes. So we do need a glue gun. So let me grab mine real quick. So if you have one of those low heat glue guns so you don't burn yourself, it's always a great idea. So whenever doing home decor projects, glue guns are always a good idea. And it looks like, there we go, we can get that going. Okay, some cute little bows, and they're already tied. That's wonderful. Okay, so back to sorting. Okay, so this one, and this is pretty significant as well. I want to say this is a lot thicker than what we typically have for the pre-die cuts. Okay, so there is these two go smallest ring. So there's 3 designs, 3 of each. And then we have these laser cut. They're so pretty. You're just going to want to be careful so not to rip anything. Okay, so that one goes there. And this one goes with that. All right. Okay, so these little circles together. So this one goes with the middle one. And then this leaf, these are all the same. So both of these get a leaf. And then looks like there's 2 different sizes of these plaid circles. And they're double-sided, which is awesome. The smaller one goes with that. Just go with that one. Okay. So this one gets a couple of these. This one gets 3. And this one gets a large one and a small one. I guess I need to take a look at that because one of these needs to be a large one. Excuse me. And then we've got red berries. Oops, that go with this one. And gold berries would go with that one. And then looks like there may be 2 sizes of those, but I can't tell. Nope, they're all the same. Okay. Have a string. Right. Now we can follow the instructions. So you can see that I've been following, this one tells you all 3 of them and what's included in each. So that's what I was following. And so now we're going to follow the instructions. And so it gives you some really great tips. So we'll follow those. And looks like the glue gun is primarily for the little pine cones and the ribbon. Everything else can use glue dots and dimensionals. Okay, so I'm going to need 18 inches. So my board here is 13 plus 5. And this will be for this one. So these are pretty significant. Okay, so the first thing they want you to do is add glue dots to the bottom. And to the top. And that will help keep things in place. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, so we're going to this in half. And we're going to loop this around. And right where the glue dot is, you can see where the glue dot is, I am going to just tighten this up here. So that is held in place. And then for the top, I'm putting the cord on both sides of the ring. And then I am going to, I think I'm going to wrap this around so that it has more contact with this glue dot. And then I'm going to tie a knot. Okay. And here we go. I feel like that's pretty secure. And then I'm just going to push the glue dot so that it's not as obvious. Just kind of pushing it in towards the... Okay. So now... So this actually space is for you to do to and from if you want. And one of the things I saw somebody do was I saw them add a photo of somebody. So let me just find out what size this is. So this is actually 1 3/4. So you can use a 1 3/4 punch and punch out a photo so that you have something that has a photo on it. And then you can put the year down here in the plaid. But you can see this gold foil. It's really pretty. I love it when they do that. So really pretty colors. Okay, so this goes through here. And then we're going to put a bunch of glue dots down. And one of them needs to be, 2 of them actually, need to be where the string comes through. So make sure of that. You want it centered in your circle. If you're going to add a photo, you can always do it later. You don't have to do it right away. Okay, so I'm going to line these up so the glue dots are touching the string. And then I'm going to close it over. So this is the back of your ornament, and then this is the front. Really pretty, and you can see that it's going to just be really subtle. subtle and lovely. I love this. It's really pretty. Okay, so now we can decorate it. All right, so the first thing we're going to add is I'm actually going to fold these leaves. I know they have folds in them, but I'm going to make them 3D. So just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm using my thumbnail just to kind of crease in the area that's for the fold. And just gonna, and then it needs a couple of dimensionals behind these leaves. And these dimensionals are honestly too big. Let me get some of my mini glue dots because I think that one actually needs to be smaller. Okay, so this one goes down first. You can do it however you want, but I'm just following along. And then this one needs a dimensional as well. And again, I'm using a smaller dimensional because I think the ones that are in the kit are too big. All right, so now is when we're going to need the glue dot. The glue gun. All right, let me start melting and giving me just a blob, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I want two pine cones to sit down here, and I'm getting the spider webs. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of my ribbon. Get rid of the spider webs. I call the glue strings spider webs because that's kind of what they remind me of. Things got a little wonky. And then I'm going to tie a knot so that it can hang on the tree. Just so you can see what I'm doing. My bow isn't exactly straight. It's so lovely. I mean, look how big that is. That's the 3-inch one. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Now for the next one. This one's really big. You can see how big those rings are. I mean, that's really big. That's 4 inches. Okay, so same thing. Let's start with the glue dots, top and bottom. And you'll find that there is a seam. And let me just get this centered. So I'm making sure that I'm putting it in the right place. Okay, and on this one, I'm going to need another 18 inches, but I think I'm going to actually make it 20. So, because I'm thinking that it needs a little bit more. Okay, so I folded it in half, and then I'm taking it under and then through and making sure that it's on the glue dot. And then here I am taking it on both sides, and then I'm just going to wrap one of the strings around all the way around, and then tying it in a knot on top, making sure that it's on that glue dot because it has a better chance of being secure and not moving around. And then making it into a knot. Nice and tight. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and tie this off on the top so it stays out of my way. All right. Now again, the white is for your little sentiment or your little to and from, or you can put photos. I think photos are a great idea. And so now let's do the glue dots. So I want to make sure I have one on top and bottom rather than struggle with it when it's in here. I'm going to put the glue dots in before I slip it under the ribbon. So it looks like I'm doing about 8 each. This is a great craft to do with your grandkids, I think. Christmas time is such a special time, and it's so nice to be able to, have something in your repertoire. Hey, Linda, good morning. And so I love it when, especially my granddaughter, the older one, the 3-year-old, I think she's a little young for it. She's more of easily distracted, but the older one, she's 8, and she loves being creative. All right, so that's ready. Okay, so the banner gets a couple of glue dots. And it gets put down first. Looks like this goes next. And this can use the bigger dimensional. So I love it that it's two-sided, so it makes it really easy to get it right where you want it and have it be pretty on both sides. So there's that. And we're going to do 2 glue or dimensional on the leaf. Same design on both, but I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use my thumb to bend the leaf. So you can see that it's 3D. Just gives it a little bit more of a real look. And then okay, now for the berries, and so I think I'm going to put the glue down. Try to get rid of my string down there and then add my are really going to be a lovely addition to trees. Just so pretty. My mother-in-law used to do this. She'd make ornaments every Christmas, but she would actually hand cut them, and they were like a laser cut scene. It was just amazing, some of the stuff that she did. So the nice thing about the berries is they have this little loop that's already been created. So all you need is the glue dot to, so you can see this little loop. Yeah, so it makes it so that it stays really nice. So here's another one. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. And then the last one, same thing. Trash company out front. Okay, and so again, I'm going to do 20 inches instead of 18. I just feel like it's gives me a little bit extra. Okay. So again, so you can see, I've got the loop right where the glue dot is, and I'm just going to thread that through so you can see and tighten it up. And it's on the glue dot, so that way it stays in place and it doesn't slide along the ring. And then on the other side, I have the string going along both sides, and looping one of them all the way around so it has more contact on the glue dot. And then I'm going to tie a knot. Push the glue dot together so that it doesn't show. And then I'm just going to take this out and tie a knot. Okay. So once again, for this one, add all my glue dots. And I don't think this is something that will last necessarily 20 years, but you never know. I've got some handmade ornaments that I've had for a good long time. Some that just make me sad. I don't know if you've ever worked with that clay, but I made myself a little soldier boy. He was so cute. He had such cute little features, but finally he got smashed. And when you have cats, you never know. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that the glue dots line up with the ribbon, and then I'm going to line up so it's so pretty. Okay, really elegant. All right, so This one goes on first. I'm just gonna use my thumbnail to bend my leaves so they have a 3D look to them. I need a couple of glue dots, or dimensionals, sorry. Okay, then we have if I place it and get it to stay, it looks like the whole spiderweb thing doesn't happen. So be generous with the glue gun. And now I'm going to make sure this loop gets put inside that glue. All right, looks like I forgot two things. I forgot the ribbons. Oh, so this one actually doesn't have a ribbon. Okay, so now the ribbon for this one goes right here. This one I don't want to use quite as much. Because I don't, and you want to look at your bow and find out which side you like the best. And then you can just place the bow right there. Aren't these beautiful? Okay, so I do like to give these away, and I was going to see if there was any chance that I could fit them on these cards. So if you have your mini catalog, or if you need one, let me know. These cards, you can just look online, are available in page 15 of the mini catalog. So this is the September to December, and these are the gold dipped mix and match cards and envelopes. Aren't they really pretty? They've got like a gold ribbon on them, and they've got a little ombre effect of color, red, navy, and looks like garden green. And then I've got the Joyful Sayings mix and match that I was going to use as well. So I can make this into a Christmas card. So let's see how that works. Because I know these are really 3D, but let's see if we can get it to work. And these would be for hand delivery only. This would not be for mailing. I think you'd have to have them in a package and lots of tissue paper to protect it. Okay. Let's try one of these red ones. And then they have the red envelopes as well. But I think even the navy blue would be really pretty. And then we have these really beautiful gold foil sentiments. So let's just pull these out so you can have a really good look-see. So they have 2 sheets each of each. So you can see there's 2 sheets of this. So may all your days be merry and bright. Christmas wishes just for you. 'Tis the season. Thinking of you this Christmas. Another one that says just for you. Happy Christmas. Let it snow. And then here's a bunch of smaller ones. Celebrate, and you can see the gold foil in them. So it's really beautiful. Happy holidays. Wonder. Christmas memories. Thinking of you. I think some of these things are just great because they actually would work great for scrapbooking as well. And then this one, there's 2 sheets of this gold foil die cut. Season's greeting. Merry holidays. Christmas. Happy. Joy. And then this one is Noel. 'Tis the season. Peace on earth. Wishing you a wonderful Christmas season. Wishing you a Christmas full of peace and wonder. Peace and joy to you and yours. Merry Christmas. These are beautiful. So let's try this one. And as you can see, this is 2-sided. And these are a little bigger than normal. So these are 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. So they're the size of the Memories and More cards and envelopes. So I'm thinking that if I wanted to just add this to the front, add a sentiment, what I can do is I can adhere them with dimensionals, and then somebody could pop it off. You could have the photo on the back or a message, and they can put it on their tree. So let's see if we can get that to work. All right, so I've got these that are a little bit thinner. So what I want to do is I want to make, so when you have dimensionals, what you can do is you can go in and you can cut along the edge little narrow pieces. And then I can add, I don't want to add it to the back of this because I don't want it to be torn. And if you need to, you can use something like a pair of tweezers. I'm just going to off-center it and then use some dimensionals for the sentiment. I think I'd like to use maybe some of the gold. Peace and joy. This works. So you can see I've got a Christmas card, and if I'm careful and I hand deliver it, this could be my Christmas card for that family member. So it's just something a little, doesn't want to close very well, but still I could write their name on it and hand it out at Christmas time. So what do you think? So let's try it with the navy blue. Actually, I'm running out of time because I've got to take off for my women's retreat, so that's all I have time for. But, I think it's definitely an option to be able to put them on a card and hand deliver. But I think that these ornaments are gorgeous, definitely worth it, and something I think that you could even help your grandchild do. So lots of fun. I love having times like this or something that you can do with a friend or with your grandchildren, and adding this is the Joyful Sayings ephemera pack, which are just beautiful. Lots of variety. And we've also got these gold dipped cards and envelopes. So really, really beautiful. And I think this makes a really beautiful card as well. Or you can just put them in stockings or hang them on the stockings. And I think a photo is a really great idea. My son and I, we usually give each other ornaments that are for a particular year. And it's just fun when you're unpacking your ornaments and putting them up and just being able to remember what that time and that gift was for. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great day, great weekend, and you're blessed. See you later.